One of the ways in which Bodies and Structures hopes to promote new interpretations of spatial history and humanities is through what we call reading across places. Reading across places involves juxtaposing elements from different modules to think about possible connections or comparisons among their contents. These juxtapositions, we hope, will produce unexpected results that enable new conceptualizations of space and place in modern East Asia and beyond. The Scalar platform offers several ways to perform these juxtapositions. Today I'm going to introduce one of them, the complete grid visualization. When you open the grid visualization, you will see tiles of different colors. Blue is for pathways. Yellow or tan or orange, I'm not sure what to call this color, is for pages. Red is for tags. Purple is for annotations. And green is for media objects. The tiles are arranged in alphabetical order within each of these categories. Scrolling over a tile highlights the title and the various connections that it might have. Clicking on the tile will keep that set of relationships visible and give you the option to visit that page. You can click on multiple tiles to hold all of those in view. Clicking on Visit will take you into a new browser tab while retaining this set of choices in this tab so that you don't lose it and can return there to explore more. However, if you use the grid visualization in full screen mode, you will not have this option. Everything will reset once you leave this page. For this screencast, though, I'm going to use full screen mode because it allows me to show more of the grid on a single display. Let me start by clicking on a tag, one of the red tiles. Media reveals a large number of connections. From here, I'm going to select one of the pathways in blue to which it relates. Taipeiho's Inner Territory by Kate MacDonald. This is a module about a Taiwanese colonial intellectual's political engagements and with the spatiality of the Japanese Empire, and his claims to equal citizenship for the Han Taiwanese people. If we move along the line showing the pathway from here to the first page of that path, we can see a spatial manifesto. To what does this connect? We can identify a few tags that have been applied to this page. And here, let's click on Tool of Subjective Formation. This tags 27 items. Some of these appear to be tagged by media as well. So if you wanted to, you could simply look for juxtapositions at the intersections of two or more tags to see what that produced. But here, let's see what other kinds of pages might be tagged by Tool of Subjective Formation. If we scroll towards the center of the grid, we see a few of those. And I'm particularly interested in Journaling Asia, which is part of Noriko Aso's module on the Mitsukoshi department store. Scrolling up the pathways from Tool of Subjective Formation, we can see some that are about Mitsukoshi and others, including this one, The Science of Empire, from Shellen Wu's module on Xing'an, a Mongolian borderland area subjected to Chinese colonization projects. So this page in particular deals with the global flow of social scientific paradigms of colonization and development. So now, having moved around the grid like this, we have two conceptual tags that have led us to juxtapositions across three different modules. We can add another. Tool of Subjective Formation also connects to a page called The Trans-War Romance of Japan-China Goodwill, part of my module on interethnic intimacies and border crossings between China and Japan in the imperial era and beyond. This page in particular deals with film and literary representations of the imperial and Pan-Asian relationship through a gendered lens. So taken together, the elements we've highlighted provoke questions for further investigation. For example, what kind of spatial rhetorics of Asia did different media enable? How do these diverse media or bodies of discourse envision mobility, imagine encounters, or represent contact zones? How might the gender structures so explicit in the trans-war romance of Japan-China Goodwill help us to think about the ways in which Saipeiho's territorial epistemology, or that of the publishers of Mitsukoshi magazine, or of the scientific colonialists, was also shaped by gender structures. What if we were to return to the grid and add another element, scientific management, which is from Tim Yang's module about the Hoshi Pharmaceutical Company and its franchise network of modern drugstores. A connection to the science of empire is easy to identify, and clicking on that page would show it very clearly. But how might we introduce the optic of science into other pages and modules that I've highlighted here? This is one example of the kind of juxtaposition and reflection that Bodies and Structures is intended to provoke. Let us know what juxtapositions you create as you navigate the site.